everyone. Happy Wednesday. I have not been on here in a few Wednesdays due to just different circumstances, busyness and then sickness and Thanksgiving. And so I just haven't been able to do an Inspiration Wednesday in a couple of weeks. So I'm really happy to be here today. And today I want to talk about another artist that I discovered in the last year. Her name is Betty Krause. And I will put the link to her website and her Instagram below. She is an amazing artist. I am very, very drawn to her work. She paints abstract, floral, kind of fields of flowers is her main description of her work. And certainly when you see the images of her beautiful, colorful work, images of fields of wildflowers pop into your mind, but it's very abstract, and she uses bright, vibrant color, a lot of texture. She builds up layers using different mark making and layers of paint and scratching into the surface, and using different writing implements like colored pencils and pencil and charcoal and different things like that. But mainly she uses acrylic paint. And so I can't remember how I discovered her. I think it might have been on Instagram or maybe YouTube. I think it was YouTube first. And I started watching some of her videos, and she has a wonderful channel, and she actually has a new I don't know what you would call it. I guess a series. Yeah, that's the word I'm looking for. It's morning here and I haven't quite gotten going yet, so I'm still a little spacey. She has a series called Abstractly Yours, I think it's called. I probably should have written that down before I started recording my video, but she has about 4 episodes now, and she shares a lot of information in regards to color mixing, how to harmonize your palette, and she talks about mark making and building up layers, but she shows herself painting an entire painting. It's wonderful. And so I encourage you to go check that out on her YouTube channel and check out her website. And she has a beautiful Instagram feed with so much inspiration, and I really like she's just very warm and inviting, and she's very down to earth, and she is not like one of these pretentious artist people. She's just very down to earth is the phrase that is coming to mind. So I encourage you to check her out. I am going to show you a version of my Betty Krause inspired painting I was doing the other day, and I can show you a little bit of a video of me painting the second layer and just give you a little snippet into that process. So I hope that you will check out her Instagram feed, her YouTube channel, her website, and get a lot of inspiration from her. And I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope that you will subscribe to my channel. My desire is to continue to having Inspiration Wednesdays as often as I can. It might not be every Wednesday just due to life and different things that happen, but my goal is to do as many as I can on a regular basis. So that's the inspiration for today. I hope you have a good day, and I'll see you hopefully next week. Okay, here's my Betty Krause inspired canvas that I started a couple weeks back, and I just started with a cool color palette and using some black as well in there. And so now that this is thoroughly dried and set, I'm going to go ahead and start using some cool colors on top. And I've got like orange and red and Indian yellow and a magenta, and I've got some white, and I'm going to sort of intermix those and add on another layer of color. But before I do that, I want to just add in some marks. So just kind of what Betty does. She just goes back over. She might add some pencil marks. Again, this just adds some good texture and interest, which I like to do in my paintings as well. Here's a colored pencil. As you know, if you've watched my other videos, I always talk about how much I love texture, and doing some writing and some scribbling and mark making definitely adds an element of texture. This is just a gel pen, and this is mostly going to get covered up, but it's a good exercise to do. So now that I've done that, I'm going to go ahead and start in on some pops of color. Ooh. I just love how the pink, this white mixed with the magenta, adds such a lovely contrast against the greens and blues in the background. This is just some Indian yellow mixed with some white. And I like to scrape things back. I do that in my own work. I find that I'm pressing a little too hard. So sometimes it's nice to just let your hand or hold the paintbrush down at the end, and so that you aren't so tight. And I'll probably come back in with, at some point when I am looking to finish this, I'm probably going to come back in with some more cool colors. But for right now, I just want to get these pops of color. I'm really feeling tight this morning. I don't know what. I didn't really practice warming up before I started this, which is something that I know is a good thing to do, and I've heard other artists talk about it, but it's something I forget to do. Let's see, I had this is a paintbrush that got all dried up and messed up, and I just used the back of it to scratch into the paint. I love doing that. But anyway, sometimes warming up by just going in your art journal, or just getting out a piece of paper, or even an old canvas that you're not intent on using for anything in particular, and just like loosen up. And that is something that I actually forget to do. I think I want to spray this corner. I want to wipe some of this back. So I'm just going to keep working on this. And this is sort of ugly right now, but I'm confident that as I go along, I can turn it into something a little more pleasant to look at. So I just wanted to give you a glimpse. Actually, I have this glob of darker paint over here that I'm just gonna, this really dark blue. I'm just gonna add some blue back in here. And maybe I'll add some white to that. Ooh, that makes a pretty color. So anyway, I hope this inspires you this Wednesday, and I hope you will check out Betty Krause's website and her Instagram and YouTube, and that you can get some wonderful inspiration from her. She's a great teacher. Her work is just gorgeous, and I hope that you will be inspired. Happy Wednesday. I continued working off camera, and this is where I'm at now. I'm super happy with it, and I can't wait to finish.